Hi, I'm Sara Low, your host for Malaysian Property Weekly Talk with PropNext Malaysia. Today, I will bring you to the topic of my real estate agent. It puzzles a lot of us that what are the benefits of working with real estate agent or negotiators, and how does this profession evolve over the time, as last time it was called as a broker. So today, we have with us Miss Yvonne Heng, our COO of PropNext Malaysia, to share with us her point of view. Hi, thank you for watching Malaysian Property Weekly Talk with PropNext Malaysia. I'm your host today, I'm Sara Low. And thank you for Toy Chan Coffee for providing us this space. And right next to me is our COO of PropNext Malaysia, Chief Operating Officer, Miss Yvonne Heng. And she is one of the board members of MIEA, Malaysian Institute of Estate Agents. Say hi.
Hello, hi everyone. Thank you for inviting me and thank you for today's sections.
Yeah, it's our honor to have Miss Yvonne despite her busy schedule. So Yvonne, you are in the real estate industry for how many years already?
I in the industry almost 10 years and actually I also started from negotiator and then get my own license and then study and get myself registered as a principal. So I'm also a principal of PropNext Malaysia, overseeing all the negotiator, ensures they provide a professional, ensure they follows the rules and regulations.
So it means that you actually facilitate or govern the day-to-day, all the operations from the negotiator. So I think you know a lot, the in and out, know what's happening in the market also.
Yes.
So for you, right, I think you see a big change in the real estate profession. So maybe you can share with us, what do you think is the biggest change in this profession?
During the young time, as I know that everyone's also can be a negotiator, they will call themselves either broker or agent. So they didn't really go through the training or what sorts of certified. They only just as long as there's a purchaser, as long as there's a buyer, then they will just deal. So everyone also can do. So make until like a lot of people take these chances to actually misleading and then cheat the money from others.
Okay.
So that's why now they get regulated.
Okay.
Yes.
Means that last time everyone can be a broker, right? They call themselves broker.
Yes.
So when they collect the deposits and all, it's into their personal account, right? Because there's no like professional.
Yes.
Okay. So that's why there's a lot of scamming, misleading information because no one is really enforce
at the same time they take the money and run away, and you couldn't find who and cannot report to them as well.
Yeah, cannot report them.
Yes.
Okay. So when does it start change?
As I know that around 2004, they start to ensure that there's classes. All the negotiators have to go one-day classes, then only able to get certificate and then certified under registered in agency. Then slowly they change to 2 days courses, because why we want to provide all these training is ensures that people are professional, they know what they're dealing and they know that all the regulations and all the process.
So in this one day, last time was 1 day course, right? Now it's a 2-day course.
Yes.
What does it cover in the topic? What do they train?
They definitely will train you is on all the regulations. What is the regulations that you need to follow? Then after that, they will train you on the professionalism, on how to deal with all those process, sales process, rental process, what is the things that must do so that protect each other. Because sometimes when we do the transaction, right, when you're buying a house, you have to ensure all the thing is being listed. Like example, if you buy full furniture, if you didn't have the knowledge and then you didn't list it down, whatever that
the inventory list.
Yes, and also how is the money deal, how long is the process, ensure the SMP sign, loan agreement sign. Yeah, all these transactions, they must be knowledgeable and professional to deal with.
I think this is very important because I think some of us only buy house once in a lifetime.
It's true.
And then maybe they use their whole life saving to just put into a house.
Yes.
And then they need to serve the loan for 30 to 35 years. If they make a wrong mistake or they entrust a wrong real estate negotiator, right, then we'll be, bye-bye already.
Yes.
Right? So this is very important to make sure the real estate negotiator is professionally certified, which is the
negotiator. So normally they were certified by using this RANTAG.
RANTAG.
Yes. So you will see all the negotiators, they will wear and their name card also will have their registered rent number.
Okay.
So it's very important that whoever like vendor or purchaser, tenant, you must deal with those registered, certified negotiator. They will have their own rent number.
But how do we check, whether they have the rent number or not? Where do we check?
First thing when you meet the people, from the name card itself, they must have the rent number put it in the name card.
The rent is, maybe you can spell it out. Yeah, example.
Real negotiator.
REN, right?
Yes,
yeah,
REN.
REN. Yeah.
And then they also everyone will have their individual number.
The number.
Yes. Yep. Okay. And this number is actually not a one time. They need to go back every year to actually do their CPD hour. That means they need to
renew.
Yes, to renew. They need to attend one-day classes so that they upgrade the current situation or current market situation or news, so that they can continue to serve and continue to renew their rent number.
So this CPD things is just like really like a profession, just like valuer or surveyor, even doctor, engineer.
Yes.
They have this every year. They need to, go to the renewal class to make sure they are updated, and then only can renew their license or certified number. Yeah.
Yes. If you see the name card that didn't have rent, then you better don't deal lah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's their choice of choosing the rent.
So if they cannot show the name card or the rent tag, is there any other place that we can check whether they are
you can
certified?
actually check from the board, because actually we govern by a board. The board is called LPPEH. You can actually log into lppeh.com.my.
Yeah. So, which is the official website.
Yes.
Okay, that you can key in maybe the person name, the full name, or the contact number, the registered contact number. Then you can find whether the rent number pops out.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the same time, you also must check whether the agency itself also registered with the board or not. Because a lot of time we're dealing with, like just now you say, their hard-earned money deposit. So actually, every agency, they will have their own client account. So when first deal, normally we say that when you are interested to buy this house, we need to have the considerations, offer, acceptance, and consideration. So the owner's deposit, we will put in the client account as a stakeholder.
So what you mean is the deposit is not supposed to go into a personal account, no matter what reason.
Yes.
You need to put into a stakeholder account, which is the agency account.
Like lawyer also will have a stakeholder account. So same thing with a property agency, they also will have the client account, stakeholder account. Normally this money, we hold it until their loan is approved, until the sales and purchase agreement been signed. Then only we will disperse this money back to the vendor, and also disperse this money as a professional fee to agency.
I think this is very good point. So one thing is to check the name card. Second thing is to check the rent tag, whether they have a professional rent tag. And the third thing, which is the website. So these three things. If you really face any issue, where they can complain to,
Same website, you can actually complain to the board as well.
It's lppeh.gov.my. Yeah. Okay, lppeh.gov.my. This is the website that you can go.
Yes.
Right.
Correct.
Yvonne, actually I got one big question now. Why does this profession even exist? Why do we need a real estate negotiator? Just like when we want to order a coffee or we want to buy some food in the counter, just like McDonald's and all, right? So not everything is automated through the self-purchase counter, the machine. Why do we need real estate?
Sarah, like you see, all this coffee, McDonald's is commodity item. And you can buy at the counter. But house is different. Like sometimes if got show gallery, and also those now got already 3D, you can actually purchase it on website. But you also don't really believe on that. You also want to go into and feel it. And same thing, you also would like to have someone professional to able to advise you which is the right location, what is the good investment. So all this, you still need a negotiator to support on this whole process. And as we know, houses is big tickets of involvement, and it involve a lot of money and also involve of a lot of time and also process. So if you didn't have a negotiator to support you, you might, what is the next? So what next? So it will make you confused.
So what you mean here is big ticket item, there is a lot more legal or details process that we need someone to govern or to facilitate the whole process.
Yes.
Just like buying a property, maybe it's someone's use their life saving to buy a house, maybe once in a lifetime, and then they need to serve the loan for 30 to 35 years. So if they make the wrong decision, wrong choice, then they need to tie up with the loan for 30 years. So this is like a very big decision in our life.
Yes.
Right? So it's not just like buying veggie.
Yes. Yes, strongly agree with you. That's why we really need to ensure all the process, and then we also will ensure that tenant get their home sweet home, buyer get their home sweet home, and owner actually sell it at the reasonable or their price
So when you talk about price, so I think price is something that we always need to meet a balance, right? So what does the main role as a real estate negotiator do?
That's why this come into place that you have negotiator. We negotiate the price. A lot of time buyer would like to buy for as low as possible, and owner want to sell as high as possible because everyone want to get the best of their winner. So we come in the middle to ensure both win-win and get the deal done.
True. If not, they will always want different price. So you need someone that very neutral in the middle to help negotiate the process.
Yes.
Yeah. I think this is a good point. Any other thing else you want to add on? Why do we need a real estate negotiator?
Another thing is a lot of time the process is so long, and then if especially for those first time buying, first time selling, then you don't really know what is the next. So the process itself, negotiator will able to advise.
Like the financial, the banking, the SPA, the lawyer part, handover part, all those details, the MOT, transfer title.
Yes, all this. And then thirdly is about time. Now we know that time is so important, and especially now the vendor, investor, they all will have their own career, have their own life that need to be busy on. So if sometimes buying a house, right, we as a negotiator, we actually being shown to quite a number of buyer or tenant. Owner
means that they don't have time.
Yes.
Go and open door.
Just
close the door.
Open door and close the door, and both door and close the door. Sometimes you still need to sit down there and wait for the client to come. Sometimes they might be late. Sometimes the appointment next followed by another one.
Yeah. I think I agree what you say, Yvonne. I think time is most important here because you cannot do everything, right? Then some of the advertisement part, how to find buyer, marketing part, and then go and show the house. You won't just get it done in one deal. You need to have a few clients or maybe few months, to be there to open, to show the unit to the client.
Time is important, and time is everything.
So why not you put your time into something to generate sales or income for you rather than focus on the house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sarah, you're also a professional negotiator, right? I believe that you have been dealing with a lot of vendor, tenant, or buyer. Do you have any unforgettable experience that they feedback to you?
Yes, in fact, Yvonne, there is one case that is very unforgettable to me. I will forever remember until now. There was one buyer come to me. He asked me, like, Sarah, I actually want to buy a house in this condo, which is the condo that I'm focusing on, right? Then she said, but my earnest deposit is with another agent. And I experienced this issue is he keep on delay and don't want to refund that earnest deposit to me, even though he not able to discuss the price with the seller and he cannot get the unit that he want. So he don't know how to chase the real estate negotiator to get back his money. So he seek for help. Yeah. So my advice to him is to give a warning kind of thing, like a very harsh warning. Don't be so good person, because that's your money. He has no right to hold that earnest deposit for so long, like more than 1 month, And the real estate negotiator keep on telling him, give me some time, I will find the house for you, I will negotiate the price for more than 1 month. Can you imagine, Yvonne?
Yeah, but this is not a right way to do it. Normally there's offer. Once offer already, there's acceptance, then only we can bang in the money.
Yeah, I mean, if let's say the person just straight away do direct transfer, he's not doing the check kind of thing, that direct transfer, right? It's already in the agency account. But the person just want to delay and all, give a lot of excuse, you know. And of course, he may be trying his best to find, because the deposit is already with him, right? But I think it's not so ethical, because you have no right to hold for so long. So I think this is the biggest case that I faced, that the customer complained. At last, the buyer was so good. He never go and complain. Even though I asked him to go and complain to the LPPH, he never. But he just like give a harsh warning. Then after that, the agent refund the deposit, and then he at last bought for me another unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why, like just now only what we discussed, so to appoint a professional negotiator is so important. First, you have to identify them as a certified negotiator. Secondly, is actually about they know about their professionalism, and you ensure that all the money is not to the individual personnel. So you must go into the client account. Thirdly, is about the whole process that they might understand.
The do and don'ts,
yes,
I think.
Yes.
They doesn't know that they cannot hold the client's money for so long without any reason.
Other than that, is actually, this is the main three key point. So consumer, you must know your right and know who you need to choose and get the right one to get the things done and deal it happily.
So if things really happen, then they can go and report or complain.
Yes, they can go to the lppeh.gov.my.
This website.
Yes.
To seek for help.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Yvonne. I think our audience get a lot of takeaways from today's session.
Thank you so much for inviting, and thank you so much for guiding add value to all the consumer around.
The consumer. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode. I think from here we would like to do a quick summary, which is a lot of us maybe just buy house once in our lifetime. It's like a big decision. So we must make sure we know our rights, and also to choose the reliable, trusted real estate negotiator to help you in this process, so that you won't regret, or maybe get cheated or get scammed. And during MCO, as I know, a lot of people get scammed.
Yes.
Yeah, because they are non-registered agency, give out a lot of package or stuff like that, and then cheat away the buyer's money. I think this is very, very serious. So make sure you do all the checks, okay? So thank you so much for watching this episode, Malaysian Property Weekly Talk with PropNext Malaysia, and see you in our next episode. Okay. Stay at home, work at home, own a home.
Hi everyone, my name is Marcus Singh, CEO of PropNext Malaysia. Today I'm going to share with you the difference between the non-landed and landed property. Non-landed property, we refer to the condominium. When talk about condominium, normally we'll talk about facility and security. And for non-landed, normally they only have the gated and guarded security service. And then now we go into the pricing. Within the same area, the condominium normally will be cheaper than the non-landed. And for the rental-wise, of course, with the facility and the security, the condominium rental will be higher than the non-landed. Lastly, the most important thing, we always talk about capital appreciation. Due to the scarcity of land and the limitation of the product, the non-landed normally will be not as good price compared to the landed properties.